Hi, this is Animal Factory Amps, and we have the new and improved Pet Viper, based off St. Vincent loving mass seduction blaring tone, but with a few quality of life improvements. Let's quickly go over the controls of the modules. On the top row, we have a 3-band SVF filter, a low pass, band pass, and high pass output. In the middle of those, we have two clipping switches, a soft clip and a hard clip switch. Now, in the middle position, you get no clipping applied, but in the top and bottom position, you get two different flavors of clipping. Coming down to the next row, we have the gain and the volume knob. They do what they say they do. You can increase your gain of the circuit and control the final output volume of your circuit. In the middle of that, we have the mids. Now, the mids controls the cutoff point for the filter. Again, in the middle position does nothing. In the top and bottom position, you can switch the cutoff point for each of the bands. At the bottom, we have the blend knob, which just blends between your clean signal and your distorted signal, and that's on the mix output. At the bottom, we have the dynamics. At the bottom, we have the dynamics. After that, we have our CV controls. We have a dynamic CV, a frequency CV, a Q CV, and an FM CV. The dynamics controls the gain, and all of these CV knobs are not normalized to the jacks, so even if you don't have anything plugged in, you can still use them. The frequency CV controls the frequency cutoff point for each of the bands. The Q controls the amount of Q, and the FM controls the amount of frequency modulation that's applied in the filter circuitry. Now, all of these jacks, except bipolar signals, disregarding the FM one, that only accepts unipolar positive signals. And when you plug in a signal, this knob turns into its attenuator. Sweet. Now, at the bottom of that, you have the input, the dry output, the distortion output, which is pre-filter, and you have the mix output, which is post-filter. Now, let's take a listen to the Pit Viper and look at the Pit Viper in action. So I'm taking a sine wave out now, and you can see it's kind of a sine wave. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my blend all the way to the right. We should stop hearing everything. I'm going to turn up my gain and my volume and my low pass output. And we hear nothing. And that's fine because our frequency CV knob is all the way down right now. So I'm going to bring that up and you can get a nice distorted filter sweep. You can choose a flavor of clipping. You can add them some Q or some FM. Let's hear it on the band pass output. And the high pass. Let's hear all of them together. We can blend between a clean and dirty. Sweet. Now let's try and CV some of these functionalities. Now do know you do need 10 volts to get the full range of motion for these CV controls. So I'm going to plug in my dynamics. I'm going to turn down my gain a little bit. And turn up my volume. Let's try with a different source. You can also have the frequency. Or the Q. Or the FM. So you can effectively use a pit wiper with an EQ after it. So let's say I'm running my drums through it, but I don't want the highs. If I just want I don't want my lows. I just want the bandpass, but in a certain section. I can use my frequency knob to control that. And what's fun is that you can also make it self-oscillate to a certain level. And add some FM to that. And use it as a source of noise. So that's a tutorial on how to use the pit viper by Amplification. Have fun and always make noise and party.